Right. Wow. Hello. I'm using an 11-year-old computer, guys, but it still works, and I can go live again on it, so use it until it breaks. I have something I want to share with you. I just joined in. It was an hour and 20 minutes. The Dumpling onboarding Zoom call. Now I have to get used to looking over here. Guys, I'm just letting you know this computer is 11 years old. So it's not the best picture, but it gets the point across. And I hope you can hear me. I'm so happy I joined on the Dumpling Zoom onboarding call. There is a lot to take into consideration when you start your own business. More responsibility, greater the reward. I'm really happy I joined on because I already know I'm going to be great at this. I'm sorry I waited so long. I have a lot to learn before I take on a client, and I'm going to practice with myself before I gain clients. There's a lot to take into consideration. There's a lot of things you need to know. And the only way I'm going to learn it is if I do it. And I'm going to use myself as a client. I'm going to use the app as a customer. And I'm going to work for myself and practice using the app and experience all the substitution requirements. If something needs to be returned, the pay, how they pay at the register with the Dumpling card that goes up to $275. And as you grow, they keep track. There's a back end. There's like 20, I think she said 20 something people work on the back end of Dumpling right now. And the woman that gave the Zoom online call lives in upstate New York. And someone was in the live chat, like I spoke and asked the question, and so did 7 other people. But another person on the Zoom call lives all the way out east in the Hamptons. So they had the Hamptons, Long Island. I'm Nassau County, Long Island. And they had upstate New York. She said she's west of New York City. So that was great. She's been doing it 2.5 years. She's a part of the SOS, frequently asked questions. She's a coach. And she also runs her own shopping business. She's a mother. And this is what she does. It might lead to a job. I mean, if you get really good at it. So I'm really excited about this. I'm very happy they had one more opening for today because the next opening was next week, Thursday, and I didn't want to wait that long. Now I have a couple of weeks to continue to go through the app, fill out everything properly, because I joined in on the call, I learned, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's what that meant. And I show in yesterday's video a flat rate when I go food shopping. You want to put a flat rate, but you also want to go by the percentage, because if they were giving a lot of examples, and food shopping orders at large food stores are usually hundreds of dollars. Well, you would be working for free if you didn't put the percentage. However, if you put a minimum, which I put to $25, I might put more now. In addition to the tip, we spoke about the app fee. You either can pay it or you can leave that on the customer. There is a fee to use the Dumpling card because you got to make sure that you got to get the customer's money on that Dumpling card. I'm not going to pay for the pro version until I train myself how to use the app properly. Go through it a handful of times. I'm going to shop at a CVS for myself. I'm going to shop at a Walgreens for myself. I'm going to hire myself and use the app as a customer, as a client, and then go work for myself. And I'm also going to do shopping trips at food stores myself. I'll probably do that a half a dozen times before I let the world know that I'm up for hire. It will probably take a couple of months. You shop at a Costco or BJ's or a Sam's Club. You pay for the membership. That's a write-off at tax time. You can use the customer's store, their phone number, which you probably have, so they can get the in-store sales. And she did say half my customers, they're not concerned. They order, I shop for them, I use my own card. So you probably accumulate some points. I would think I could use coupons on top of the in-store sales with the coupons.com app. I think I still have that on here. If not, I will put it back on. I probably deleted it because I was trying to save space on my phone, but now I'm going to pay for the extra storage because now it matters. So I could show them, you always give the customer the receipt so they see that there's no increasing prices. There's no, you're not overcharging for products. They get the receipt. So I would think it would be smart to get 2 receipts or have one mailed to your email and have, paper and an email receipt just in case anything goes wrong. And in case, if you ever have to bring something back, she said occasionally they're trying to work out the glitches. A customer will say, she said it only happened a couple of times that they were like, what's this product? I didn't buy this product. And she said it was nose strips for sleeping. And she knew a customer, but she figured, hey, there must be a reason why they're giving this a try. They put it on their list. And they said, we didn't order that. And what did she do? She just returned it the next time she went to the store. Because the box wasn't open. She discussed how you can't, return certain foods. Probably like she spoke about meats and stuff like that, not just cans or packages that there are some products you can return and some products that you can't. She also spoke about situations like that. Like she said that happens very rarely. Like the people on the call were asking questions like, what happens if you have a problem customer? She goes, well, we work that out together. If the team decides that a customer is trying to scam, we protect you. We help you. And you also, after a while, you get to pick and choose who you want to work for. If someone's a real pain in the butt or they continue to always have a problem to try to get free stuff, you don't have to accept their offer. If they reach out to you, you can say, no. And think of an excuse. Do whatever you want. It's your business. You don't have to say yes. You don't. You're running the show. You're providing the service. If you don't feel comfortable, shopping for someone, you don't have to accept the gig. If you feel the customer's not worth the energy, there are people out there that are a little kooky. Makes it too hard just to enjoy a shopping job. You don't have to accept it. You can move on. You pick and choose who your clients are. It's not just one way. You can work multiple stores. If you build up a client base and they want you to shop all day for them, there are people like that. I want you to go to Walgreens, I want you to go to Rite Aid, and I want you to go ShopRite. You're going to do it. And I'm really happy I learned you want a flat rate and also a percentage. Now, we discussed restaurant deliveries and just pickup and delivery. She goes, maybe with something like that, you want to do a flat rate if you know your area. You want to do a CVS store, a Walgreens, something smaller. You're in there for 20 minutes, you're out the door. You might want to say a flat rate of 15, and you get to know your customers. I put down 15%, 20%, 25% tip, gratuity. So maybe you want to do that with the smaller stores. And I thought that with BJ's, Costco, Sam's, grocery stores, large grocery stores. Well, I was like, $25 wouldn't cut it. What happens if you're buying $300 to $400, $500 worth of stuff? That's possible. You have to have a percentage too. And now I'm going to learn, like when I do it for myself, you're paying yourself. You're going to see how much you're going to earn because they take the higher amount. If it doesn't meet your minimum, which I put $25 for food store, that means it's a small order. If it's a big order, then you're going to get the more payout, the higher payout. You do wait about 7 business days to receive payment by direct deposit. You have to keep track of everything, you know that. You don't deliver any alcohol or cigarettes through this app. Not allowed. They discuss the miles. I might change it back to 25 miles now. I don't mind going to Jericho. Once I pass Jericho, that's a little too far for me. I don't want to go to Huntington. I live in Long Island. I would go to Jericho because I know I could cut through a lot of towns and still get home. Jericho Turnpike to Limbrook. I know that area very well. You got to do one order every 60 days, even if you just shop for yourself to keep it active. I'm in no rush to start. Like, I'm going to take it day by day. I have to wait 14 days for the card to come in, business days. Well, I'm going to be working on the app every other day, opening it up, tweaking it. Now, since I understand, I should have put this there, I should have put that there, I get it. She also discussed if somebody sees your mileage and says, well, I want you as my shopper. I'm 3 miles over your radius. You could say, add $10, add $15, add $25. If the customer says yes, you decide to take it. What else? They talked about canceling. Well, that's just common sense. You build a relationship with your client base and they get to know you. And I can't imagine why I would cancel unless there was an emergency. The Dumpling card is accepted everywhere. Visa is accepted. I'm going to start off with just paying the $5 per delivery trip in the beginning. And then once I build up a client base of at least 5 or 6, I guess half a dozen, it's $30 a month. Well, that's a tax deductible because you're paying $30 a month to use the app and to use their Dumpling card to make sure you get paid. I think I got everything. There's a coaching program if you want it. I'm not in a rush to do that yet. You could do multiple stores. The larger stores, you want a flat rate for smaller orders, and then you want to also say percentage. I got to change that. You'll always get paid the higher amount. You can use the customer's loyalty card or use yourself. There's a lot you can do with creativity. You're going to build up your own business your own way. In your own unique, way. So I already know. I'm really happy I learned what I did online. I took the time to do it, but I'm ready to be out and about and around people and be more physical with my job. And I could see being a great shopper. I'm going to learn how to use that app. It's like learning how to use a computer system. I'm going to be paying myself, setting my own prices, making your own hours. Of course, be more available around the holidays, I would think. You can set your own hours, take your own vacations when you want to. You could build up a client base. You can pick and choose who you want to work for. I guess that's what I got out of all of this. I'm really happy I joined in. It was worth the hour and 20 minutes. She was great. I love the way she was from New York, on the other side of the city. I'm in Long Island, in the middle. Somebody from Hamptons was on there. They want to start their own business. Instacart. They also spoke about promoting online. I don't have a problem with that. I believe I can easily gain a client base once I'm trained and I figure everything out. But they did speak about not spamming your URL to gain clients and Instacart groups like on Facebook and Twitter, on Pinterest, stuff like that. Because LinkedIn, because if you have an account with them, they could close you down. Instacart and the other one, Shipped, are very well aware of Dumpling. There's a lot more responsibility when you're running your own business. Hello, Frank. But I'm tired of working for these third-party apps. I'm ready to work for myself, and I'm working for myself online too. I'm happy I did that shopping in the past month. I did a few shopping trips with Uber, 7-Eleven, and Walgreens because I knew right there I would rather be a shopper. You get great exercise. You're walking around a lot. It'll give me time to get an updated car after doing this Zoom onboarding training call. I know I want a hatchback. I want a larger one, a 4-door hatchback. I think that would be perfect so I could do a lot more. I don't have to limit myself to smaller stores. So in the next couple of months, I have a lot to work on. I'm going to take it day by day and sign in almost every day and just tweak the apps. Fix it the way all the things that I learned on this call, and it's going to work. That's that. I know this isn't the greatest pixels, but the computer's still working. I couldn't go live on this old desktop for like almost at least 6 months. And they must have upgraded everything, and I gave my heart and soul to give the last updating to this computer. And there were a few upgrades. They said not compatible anymore. So until it totally breaks and I can't use it, I'm going to use it sometimes. I hope me sharing this with you motivates you, shows you there's more options out there. There are going to be more apps out there like this. I really appreciate the the Zoom onboarding training call, because even the other people, the people who are doing Instacart, they have the right questions. And I was like, wow, I never took that into consideration. Shipped. I never took that into consideration. And that you could tell they're very eager. There was someone from Virginia, all over the nation, from all over the United States, not just from New York area. I say there were 8 people on the call, 8, and everyone had a question, several questions. So it was worth it. I feel this is going to be worth it. And I'm going to fix all that. I don't want to work for a flat rate in larger stores. I want to guarantee a flat rate for smaller orders and work for a percentage of the total of the bill. I get it. I wasn't getting that. So I'm very excited. And I'm going to give a shout out to Dimples on Demand. She runs a YouTube channel. Now, I haven't seen her do any more Dumpling. But I learned about this app because I listened to Dimples on Demand, which she used to live in New York, but now she moved to Jersey. but she's still online. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you found it valuable information. You're going to watch me grow in. You're going to watch me build an amazing business of my own. I'm really excited. I would hope by November I have a new car, I'm all set up, and I have a couple of clients. And I feel that's a realistic goal because it's not going to happen overnight. I am going to use myself as the guinea pig so I can learn the app. And they spoke about something about industry. Products, not products. I guess industry. Adding more products to the stores on the app. See, I haven't used the app yet. And they keep expanding on the back end. The small group of people are, submitting data, making it better every day. They're working together. And then she's one of the coaches that do these training calls. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm going to be very, very good at this. I'm going to score. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I knew it 5 years ago because I knew this was coming into play. Shoppers were going to be in demand in Long Island. So I'm going to do it. Thank you for listening. I'm glad that you guys paid attention and watched. I hope you learned a lot of valuable information from me. And I'll be around. I woke up today. I went home like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got up. I brushed my teeth. I went out and I did 5 deliveries before I even came here to do a few things to get on this call too. Because I never did it. Once I did a Zoom and I wasn't sure if I had an account. And, it took me 20 minutes to get on the call. And I was like, oh, I just made it. And I did it on this desktop. Another skill I'm perfecting that I will probably use more often in the future. I'm not used to doing these Zoom calls for training. I liked it a lot. People from all over the United States. Very nice. It was really good. Okay, I'll see you next time. I'll be heading out to do a few more deliveries. This is the way it's got to be for a little while, part-time. And I'm going to work my way toward doing something I really want to do more and be more physical. I want to be more physical. I stay idle or just stand in one place, I can barely walk at the end of the day. If I'm moving and my knees are moving and my legs are moving, I'm running all over the place. I love it. So I guess I never knew that because I was mainly a waitress all my life and I ran around all the time. My last 2 jobs, the demo job and working at the food store, I was always mainly in one spot, slicing cold cuts or cutting cheese or doing the demos. I stood still. And over 4 years, I couldn't even walk. I'd rather move and walk and make my joints stay limber. It's all good. It's all good. I'll be back. Thanks for joining in and stay tuned for future videos. If you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money. I'm going out to earn some more money. See you later, guys, and thanks for the thumbs up. Have a good one. Bye.